Would you like to know how we keep the fire burning in this channel and have the videos and contents coming at you consistently? There is a system. You're going to need a system. So let me walk you through what that system looks like so you have an idea of what's going on. So first of all, let me grab this little camera. This right here is a Logitech um is it 920, I think. So my studio is in a basement. So you're probably thinking, man, you got a nice studio back there. No, bro, I'm actually in a basement. There's a green screen behind me. It is not that serious. It just looks good on camera. I oftentimes have like, we had some bees down here at one time and I had to like do something about that. And sometimes the basement is cold. Sometimes I have like 3 pairs of socks on. Um, you have no idea what content creators go through. You have no idea what Pastor James go through on a daily basis to get videos out. Okay, so don't assume it is all that impressive. The basement is not even all that clean. So let me show you my desk. Okay, so this is what my desk looks like. Um, anyway, that little guy keeps me happy. It's for my drinks. Anyway, uh, Stream Deck is over here. That helps me to control my screen. So if I press that, you'll see the screens changing. That's what it's supposed to do. Over here is a Rode podcast. Again, it took me years to build this, and I had to save money and even go on debt. I'm still paying for some of this stuff. I don't think if you try to start a video, don't start big, start small. So I started small about 10 years ago. So I do have one of those notebooks. You're gonna need this when you're taking notes, and this helped me to memorize certain verses as I'm addressing a particular subject. So I do have two screens. So there's one on my left, one on my right, and right here is actually the main camera. Right inside of this teleprompter, there's a camera set up behind that. You might not be able to see it, but it's here. There it is right there. It's a Sony something. I forgot what it is. I'll be honest with you. I've been using it for the past couple months, but it's really, really clear and it's really, really good. I do have my lights. We have one light here, one light there. We have some extra lights on top. Sometimes I use those depending on how the video is turning out. Then I will use stuff like that. So let me walk you through quickly let me turn off this camera. Let me walk you through. So let's go to the main camera now. So let me share my screen with you. So what you often see is something like this, right? That's because I'm using the Stream Deck, and this Stream Deck allows me the ability to switch my screen back and forth. I usually have a bunch of screens open. You probably don't realize that. Is because when I edit my videos, I get rid of a lot of this stuff. So I will record, for example, if I'm making a video right now, I will record on my Twitch. So this is what I use to do all my recordings. I used to use OBS. I stopped using that because it wasn't working well with my computer. So I use something like this. Oh, by the way, there's a computer behind the desk. You want to get a good computer with at least 16 RAM and some good GPUs to run good videos and live streams. You don't want to get something cheap. And you want to get a lot of space. You need some storage. You need at least 2 terabytes or more. And if you can get something, you need power. Okay, just saying. If you're gonna run videos, you need power, or just use your phone because your phone is so good. Anyway, here is kind of where I do my thing. So I will use a Twitch Studio. This right here is on beta, and it's so good. Like I tell you, man, you can switch your screen. You can do all that good stuff on here. It allows you the ability to do so much, and it's simple. And what I will do, I will have it recorded, go into a file. So let me show you what the file looks like. It will go into this file. Once it gets on this file, let me see if I can make this. Yeah, once you get on the file, I will take it from the file and I will go to my edit. Let me show you what that looks like. So this is the file where everything will get saved. It's good to have this organized, okay? Even though it might look messy, but it's very well organized. So we have the Twitch. This is where the uploads happen. This is where ready to go happens. This is where my studies are and stuff like that, my sermons and all of that. All of my downloads are here. So this is my best friend. So it keeps me going. I do have underneath here, you need a Bible. That's always up and ready to go. and just a few screens that I'm going to be using. So I usually have all my setups already here. So I know what I'm switching to, where I'm going, which what I'm going to touch. If I have an article, it's already set up here and all of that. If I'm addressing something particular, it's already set up. So you need to have these things set up and have a playlist set up. Um, you schedule yourself for your stuff, even know which verses you're gonna use. Sometimes some verses come to my head because I have a few things in mind already. Sometimes I have to look it up. If I have to look it up, I slow down the video, I look it up, and then once I edit, I remove the time that I will spend looking up the video. So this is kind of what I do on a regular basis. We spend about an hour or two here in the basement. Yeah, so to get videos, at least 2 or 3 videos out, edit and everything. So once the video is ready, I will open up my Wonder Share. This is like my best friend. This is one of the things that I purchased about 2 years ago, and I never regret it. They do have updates and so on, but I would say Wonder Share Filmora is the video edit software I would recommend. It is so easy and friendly. So when you look at it, if you want to walk through this, I could make another video about that. But I will say it gives you your stock. It even gives you free videos, free images, and all of that once you get it. You got your music set up and all of that good stuff. So you can get all of that. So once the video is ready to go, I will come here. If you have I will come here and edit, cut out the pieces that I don't want, and all of that. Just boom, I don't want this. Boom, cut this out. So this takes me just a few. Literally, my editing software with my setup, it takes me about 5 minutes to edit most of my videos. Unless I do an extensive amount of videos where I have to add extra videos, I oftentimes make sure when I'm recording, I have all these videos already lined up. So when I'm editing, all I'm doing is cutting out my transitions and so on. So when I'm editing, the only pieces I'm cutting out are these little things right here. So really, I don't spend a lot of time on the screen. I will cut out the stuff that waste your time, right? And that's pretty much it. And then at the end of my video, I usually come here and I go to my stock media, add this at the end, add a little bit of this. This is what it looks like. But once you remove the green screen and then you put the sound down a little bit, it sounded like this. Defending Ellen White, ending the doctrine of. So this is like giving you an idea of what I do. I spend about an hour and a half here every single day, looking at the content, reading the comments, and finding out what you guys are saying. Once you guys recommend something to me and it comes to me, this is how I receive it. I would say if you haven't already done so, I'm gonna put a link of my Discord. Make sure you go to my Discord channel. I have a lot of friends on my Discord because I used to do reaction videos. That's how I started. So music reaction videos. So you're gonna notice I have a lot of that happening there. So on my Discord, for example, so there it is. So people make recommendation here. I'm speaking to a few friends here and there. Yeah, there you go. So these people, they have a direct line to me. Like these people will ask me for things here and there, and I'll be able to get in touch with them right away. So that's the positive thing about having a Discord, because you can speak to people. They will make recommendation. This is Tiny Tabernacle. I was just talking to him recently, and he shares things with me there. So this is how you want to get in touch with me. Emails does work, but sometimes it takes me days to get to my email. This is a one-man show, by the way. I have no other help beside myself and Jesus. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes my wife used to come in the studio, but she doesn't know how to do any of this. So this is what it looks like. So when the video is ready, I will come on and put it in there. So I'll open the church channel, for example, and throw the content in there. But once the content is in, you also gotta do some editing. You gotta put your word in correctly. And I'm gonna give you another little secret to YouTube. This is probably how you get your viewership up. So if you find a video for something like this, once the video is up, I usually have this description already on default. So this is something you're gonna have to set up under your setting. If anybody needs help doing that, I can show you and stuff like that. But you need to go under your setting and default all the links you need to have already put them in. Even have your group, your fan group already set up all your hashtags and everything. And you also want to put in these tags. You want to put your tags in. This is what's going to get you viewership, fellas. It's your tags. Ask the right questions. What is grace? Okay. So once you finish, you want to make sure you adding a final. You put some cards in if you have some cards, end screen, subtitles. I usually don't mess with that. But anyway, finding good titles is actually really crucial. For example, even the titles, I get help with Wondershare. That's why I'm telling you this thing is amazing. You can come here and actually it helps writing some of your titles. You can simply say, tell me about, this is an AI thing. Tell me about the grace of God, right? You can say something like that. And it will put a good title for you that will really fit uh, well with your videos. And oftentimes that's kind of how I find my titles. Some of the ways it's written. For example, experiencing God's grace, stories of redemption and transformation. That's a big helper, man. That's kind of the positive side of AI, even though I think there's some negative side to it. This is the positive side. It does help you. It's like an assistance in many things. So this gives you an idea of what I do. So once the videos is set up, ready, uploaded, and I usually do the videos first, and I do the edit later. So I will post one video at a specific time, and then I will post another video a little bit later, and then I'll engage in a comment. So when it comes to doing thumbnails, for example, as you see in this video, which is actually doing good right now. So if I open this video up, is gonna pull me into
this
here.
presentation.
So this right here, this will take another video to explain. There is something that I use, and if you have information, if you have a question about that, I can actually show you. There is something called Bazart. It's an app on my phone. You might want to pay for the subscription. It's like $11 a month, but it's a free version. This is kind of where all the magic happens. Your thumbnails is crucial, fellas. If you have bad thumbnails, your most people won't even care about what you're talking about. I've done videos that are really great, but I didn't fix the thumbnails. Nobody watches it. The thumbnails is what made people want to click the video. So you need to make sure your thumbnails look good. At least work on making great thumb looking nails, okay? Because that's what attracts people to the channel and makes them want to click the video. And also your tags and all of that is done correctly. If you tag your videos right, your thumbnails are right, your hashtags are right, and the content is good, you're probably gonna get some views. And if you want to know like some of the tips that I've learned over the years, which takes me about 10 years to list some of these skills, if you want to know how I've learned some of this stuff to make it happen, I can make a video on how YouTube works and what are some things you can do. I'm not an expert at this. I'm still learning as we go. My videos are not that impressive. They are decent, but they're getting the viewership and they're bringing people in. You found me because the work was done. So even though I'm averaging about 5,000, 3,000 viewership with 20,000 subscribers, that's decent. It's still not impressive. I'm not happy. For me, it's like I want to see 20,000 in every videos. And that's not only that, but I want to see some likes and some comments, some engagements happening as well. But overall, is good. I'm content with the subject so far. I'm making a lot of friends and reaching a lot of people. Our videos are getting views, and we're making friends. I think there's nothing more important than that. And also, we're sharing Jesus along the way. So I wanted to share this thing with you, just to encourage you. If you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, start one. Yeah, start one. Get on your phone and start there, and from your phone eventually branch. If you want to start with your phone, I would recommend to get a mic, some type of wireless mic, or sometime with a wire mic. You can actually get one of those lapel mics and start talking about something. And once you get your face out there, start editing, messing with the phone. I can even give you free video softwares, editing softwares for your phone that you can use right now. A lot of my videos I do on my phone. I do a lot of stuff on my phone that you probably don't even realize. So anyway, friends, I wanted to share and give you an idea of what I go through in order to keep the contents out. So don't think this man is working over here. And keep in mind, a one-man show with the assistance of Jesus, and also full-time job, family, school, and church. So you put that image together, my world is crazy. Okay. But is it possible for me to keep this going? Yes, it can be done. But my time, I'm very careful with my time. If you don't see videos coming out on one day, is probably because I'm taking a break. Sometimes I need that. But apart from that, you can expect at least 1 to 2 or even 3 videos a day from this channel. You can expect that because I'm working. Okay. And not only that, our church is working. I want to tell you, this is a church channel, by the way. I'm doing the home studio on there for the purpose to grow in the channel, and it's working. But the church is also putting videos out. So Roque has been working super super hard. So we have a lot of live streams going on every Sabbath. There's the live streams that's going on in the church. Those are not getting as much views, of course. Uh, but even like my videos with this video, it's 4 hours long. It's like almost 4,000 views comparing to the church because why? It's not tagged correctly. There's no thumbnails and all of that. And I can fix some of this, but it's just very time consuming, and I will have to edit and take things down, and it's a whole nother ball game. But I plan on working better on our church sermons and everything. So that's also a work in progress. Uh, but these are the things that I want to fix. But remember, like, this is a church channel. There's a lot going on in the church. So make sure you check out the substance that we have coming out from the church as well. Even though it's not the same setup that I have for the studio stuff is more engaging, easier to digest. But remember, there's a lot of substance coming on from our church service as well. Make sure you enjoy that. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you for listening. I just wanted to share that with you. If you ever wanted to start a YouTube channel, now is the time to do it. We need more of that Christian presence. If you're a Seventh Day Adventist, we need your presence online. You need to be more vocal. And I'm telling you, you don't need any of this. If you have a phone, you have a YouTube channel. If you have one of those, you have a YouTube channel. If you don't, you might not have a mic. Well, come closer to the phone, stand there and speak loud enough so that you can begin there and eventually put a little mic in here and eventually think about a studio. Think about I had to put money aside. I had to get some credit cards. I had to work a couple extra shifts to get to this point. It's still not perfect because I have to update my computer and all of that. And that's a work in progress in itself. Anyway, once that all done, this is how we ended up with this place here. And this is how I ended up meeting people like yourself. It took some time, it took some work, it took some effort, it took a cold basement, it took determination, it took money, and it took persistency, and it took a lot of prayer and the grace of Jesus to make it happen. So I will say, if you're thinking about getting online in any sort, I will say that the time is now. The time is now to do it. Actually, I don't know how long we're gonna have this space for, but what we do, let's use it for God's glory. Because I tell you what, if we're not using it, the devil is. The devil is. So we might as well get on there and let the light so shine before man. So anyway, thank you so much for listening. I just wanted to share that with you. It's a side note. Check it out. Let me know what you think about this video. If you have any more questions, let me know. If you need assistance in any way, if you want assistance to talk about these matters, go on my Discord page. I'm going to leave a link to my Discord server in the description of this video. Make sure you find me on Discord. Follow me there because this is where I spend most of my time explaining and answering questions. And if you need more videos about any things that I just talked about today, what kind of cameras to buy, what kind of mic to buy, what kind of computers to look for, I can share with you some ideas of the things that you should look for, and even make some recommendations as well. Anyway, friends, thank you for listening. Have a good one. Bye.